Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at one of the absolutely most fascinating and honestly grandest themes in all of human history, the rise and fall of great empires. We're going to explore exactly how the most powerful entities the world has ever seen actually operated and why their incredible cyclical stories are just so crucial for us to understand right now.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Because, it's kind of the ultimate historical mystery, right? Why do all great powers eventually fall? I mean, think about it. From the ancient legions of Rome to the majestic dynasties of Asia, no matter how totally untouchable they seemed at their absolute height, every single one of them eventually crumbled.
Now, to actually understand why this happens, we first need to agree on what exactly we're looking at here. An empire isn't just a really large country. No, it's a powerful, vast entity governed by a single, centralized authority. And what makes these massive structures so unique and honestly so surprisingly predictable is that they all share a distinct, unbreakable life cycle. So the crucial point is this exact three-step chronological framework: built, expanded, and collapsed. Literally every single great power in history has followed this identical path. First, they're built, usually through sheer ambition and strategy. Second, they are massively expanded through conquest and economic influence. And third, inevitably, they collapse.
Which brings us to phase one, the foundation of power, or basically how empires are built.
Now, what's really interesting here is how that initial foundation inevitably turns into this massive, unstoppable momentum. The age of expansion is characterized by pushing relentlessly beyond those early borders. They're spreading their central influence, their culture, and their economy across entire continents, finally reaching the absolute zenith of their power. Much like the lightning-fast spread of the Mongol Empire. This right here is the exact moment an empire truly feels invincible.
But, and this brilliantly illustrates it, here is the ultimate tipping point: the peak versus the fall. The exact same strengths that fuel an empire's peak directly cause its fall. The very act of expanding outward creates this fatal overextension. It drains resources and makes that eventual collapse an absolute systemic inevitability. It's wild, but their greatest success literally becomes their poison.
So, what does this all mean? Well, it leaves us with a final, absolutely vital question. We've seen the data. We've seen the unbroken historical life cycle of building, expanding, and falling. If literally every great empire eventually collapses under its own weight, what does that mean for the global powers of today? Are we somehow immune? Or are we just somewhere in the middle of step two? I'll leave you to ponder that one.